Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are from hiringmentor.com. We have a website where we train candidates with certain interpersonal communication and interview skills so that when you walk inside an interview room confidently, then you can give the answers to the question asked to you in a confident manner and can ace any dream job or your own dream job perfection. Now, in this video, we will be discussing about question and answers which are asked in a job interview. Now, today we will be discussing 10 most important question and answers like this, which are frequently asked in a job interview. So, guys, this video is going to be very much important. Make sure that you watch this video till the end. If you like this video, then please like and leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. So to begin with, today I have one of my colleague or my recruiter, Soujanya Rajeshwari, who will be answering to the questions that are asked in a job interview frequently. So my first question is, tell me about yourself. This is a very important question and a question that is asked in the beginning of a job interview. So Soujanya, if this question is asked to any candidate, what do you think, how must a candidate answer to this question in order to show or create a very bright impression in the beginning of the interview?
Well, the candidate need to answer this question in a firm manner, and he should describe about his details, like where he is from and which place he is from, and about his education and his qualifications in any course. Well, he need to describe all these, and candidate need to talk about his education, like where she is from, his or her qualifications, and where he or she completed his studies. Well, I already said this. Well, the candidate need to answer all this when this kind of question is asked by the interviewer or the human resource manager. If I am the candidate, I will answer in this way. Like, I am Soujanya, I'm basically from Hyderabad, where I have completed my education, where my schooling and my intermediate is completed, and then I joined in KL University to pursue law. I was a law student, then I did my MBA in Bangalore, and you might be wondering why did I suddenly change my career from law to business? Because I'm very much interested in business management. That's why I have opted this course. And in this way, the candidate need to answer to this question.
Okay, all right. So I think the candidate needs to be strictly professional while answering to this
Yes,
question.
yes. He need to be so
Yeah.
professional when he answers this kind of question.
Okay. So moving on to the next question, question number two. And the interviewer can ask you that what are your strengths and weaknesses? This is a very important question, and many candidates find it difficult to answer and the format in which he or she should answer. So whenever this question is asked to any candidate, how must a candidate answer to this?
Well, actually, the candidate need to describe about his strengths and weaknesses if he have any. Well, mostly company, focuses on the strengths of the candidate because the company will have some confidence about the candidate whether he can tackle the issues in the company in future if they provide a job to that particular candidate, or will he be confident and will he represent any kind of work before a few members. Well, the company considers all these. If I am a candidate, I will answer in this way that my strength is confidence, and my strength is I'm so hardworking and I'm so flexible where I can adjust to any kind of new environment. And coming to my weakness, I'm an overthinker. I overthink a lot about small things, and I'll be quite anxious to meet new people. Well, these are the weaknesses that a candidate can describe. Actually, the weakness is based on the individual, and every individual need not answer the same answer that I said now. So it's just based on his strength and it's just based on his weakness, and he need to know about himself. Well, this is the right way to answer to this question, which is posed by the human resource manager or the interviewer.
Okay, that was really an excellent answer, Saujanya, and I think that our candidate will find it extremely fruitful. So, moving on to the next question and to the next slide, we have the third question, that share your past job experience. Obviously, if you have past job experience, then the interviewer will ask you this question and you need to answer this question in a very good and professional manner. So when an interviewer is asking a candidate what are your past job experience, how must a candidate answer in order to create a very professional
Yeah.
and bright impression?
Actually, experience plays an important role in the curriculum vitae, where a company sees the curriculum vitae of the individual. Well, if the candidate has any experience in any organization or in any company, if he worked in any company for 2 hours, he can consider it as an experience. But if a candidate hasn't have any experience in the company, like for 2 years or 3 years, if this is the first time appearing for an interview and doing for the first time the job in that company, well, he can say that he has experience in the form of internships when he was pursuing his education in that particular college, because internships are nothing but the practical experience. Practical experience plays an important role in obtaining knowledge about that particular field, like being in a position and tackling the issues just being like an intern. It plays an important role and the candidate need to express all these. So this is the right way the candidate need to answer if this kind of question is posed to him.
Yeah, another very excellent answer, Saujanya. So, moving on to the fourth question and to the next slide, we have what are your long-term and short-term goals? So, the interviewer might have a keen interest on how motivated you are. Okay, these are very basic questions, and obviously they will ask you this in order to know how motivated and how much interest you have to work in their company. So this is another question that they can ask you, what are your long term and short term goals? So how will a candidate answer to this question?
Well, the candidate need to express his desire towards the company. Like he need to see himself like, for example, if I am a candidate, I will say that my long-term goal is to see myself in a very good position, working in a reputed company like one of these. Like short-term goals is nothing but where he want to see himself currently in these days. Well, I can say that the short-term goal of mine is to get a job in this company. That's why I have attended the interview. Well, the candidate need to express his desires and his goals, like it's just based upon himself, basing on the education he received from, like it's just like a vision of the candidate. Well, in this way the candidate need to answer this kind of question.
Okay, okay. Now moving on to the fifth question and to the next slide, we have the company and the company HR and the interviewers will ask you, why should we hire you? Okay, so I think this is another very important and a very tricky question as well. So what must be a very proper and appropriate answer to this question?
Well, why should we hire you? This is also one of the important questions, as you have just said that. Like the candidate need to believe himself that why is he fit for the job which is offering by the company. Like he is so confident that he can tackle the issues in the company, and he is so hardworking, and he will complete the work that is assigned to him on time. Like he need to express all his capabilities towards the company. Like he need to completely believe in himself, like why he is attending this interview and why this job is completely important for him in his life especially. Well, these are the points that a candidate need to consider in answering this question, and he need to be so careful in mentioning the points, because this is one of the trickiest questions. Mostly the interviewer will mostly focus on this kind of question, and he also observes that how the candidate will answer to this question. Well, the candidate need to be so careful, and he need to remember all the points, and he need to see himself why he is fit for this job, and what skills does he have, like he has good communication skills or writing skills, or he has good knowledge about the technology, like he can handle the work assigned to him by the company. Well, he need to describe all these.
Yeah, I
This will
think
be the
he needs
efficient
to
answer.
summarize. Yeah, he needs to summarize all the qualities that he has in himself, and this was a very important and the most frequently asked question. So moving on to the sixth question and to the next slide, we have um, what are your salary requirements? Yeah, so in these many job interviews and in this generation, in many job interviews, this question is asked on the basis of your qualities and judging yourself. This question is asked that what do you think, what should be an appropriate salary for according to your skill set, and this question is asked by the interviewer to the candidate. So what do you think a candidate must answer in context to this question?
Well, the candidate need to express about his requirements basing on the current requirement or basing on his long-term goal. First of all, the candidate shouldn't express his high expectations towards the company because as he is attending an interview, he's just a fresher. So he need to expect that he is, he's expecting 50K or 60K from the company, and he shouldn't go for 1 lakh or 2 lakhs because as this is an interview, he should have low expectations from the company and he need to completely express his skills. Well, this is the right way to answer to this question.
Okay, tell me something about this company. How should a candidate answer to this question?
Well, the candidate need to answer about the company, the information that he has acquired about this company. Well, he can say that this company is famous and the working environment will be quite good for the people, and it offers nice package of salaries as well. And he should also express his reviews where he obtained from the people he asked about the company. Like this company is good for the people, and the working environment is quite good, and the company will always, offer nice packages of salaries to the people, and there is kind of homely environment where the people who are working in that company are quite happy and quite satisfied. Well, in this way the candidate need to answer to this question.
Okay, that was another excellent answer, Saujanya. And this question is also very important because, as I said, the interviewers will ask you that how much or whether you know about this company or not. This is also another way to know that how much motivated you are.
In the last previous slide, as you have seen about the reviews about the company from the candidate, well, the candidate can answer this same question that is asked before, and he need to express himself about the company and why does he want and why he himself consider this company as a good one, like to work in. Well, this is the right way that a candidate can answer.
Okay. Now, can we have the next slide?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we have come to the end of our beautiful session or our beautiful and fruitful video. Now, the last question is the interviewers will ask the candidate that whether they have any question or not, in order maybe to judge that how much interested or how much enthusiastic he or she is towards this company. So whenever this question is asked to a candidate, do you have any question, then what should a candidate ask in return? Should a candidate just pass away the question by saying that I don't have any question, or should the candidate be show enthusiasm and must ask question to the interviewers or to the HR? What do you think? And if he or she is asking this question to the HR or the interviewers, what questions should a candidate ask?
Well, the candidate should ask the questions, like he shouldn't skip that he doesn't have any questions to ask to the interviewer. If he has any kind of questions that is quite relevant to the questions that are asked by the interviewer or about the information of the company that he is looking forward to work in, well, he need to ask a few questions, but he shouldn't ask unnecessary questions that are quite irrelevant. Well, this is the important point that the candidate need to know, and if you ask any questions, it would be quite reasonable. The candidate need to remember this point. Well, in this way, the candidate need to answer, and these are the points the candidate need to remember especially.
Okay, that was yet another excellent answer, Saujanya. So I guess we have completed this video over here. Please, if you like this video, then put a like and leave us a comment below. Subscribe to our channel Hiring Mentor, and don't forget to press the bell icon in order to receive further notifications immediately when we upload a video. Thank you all so much. Have a nice day.